road Rich really well and shut his offense down pretty soon.
157 is next. Dominic Rossetti for Columbia against Jude Swisher for Penn. Rossetti a senior, Swisher a sophomore. Swisher in at 15-5 on the season. Rossetti at 7-8.
Rossetti doing a good job of feeling him out right now, keeping his distance. Hard clubs, trying to find his space here. Swisher doing a good job of keeping control of the center of the mat, putting Rossetti kind of on the edge. Hard pulls by Swisher, and then Rossetti in kind of on a fake.
Rossetti 7-8 on the season. He's 2-2 in duels. 2018 New England State champion in his own right. Swisher, 5th place finish at last year's EIWAs.
Swisher with some hard pulls here, keeping Rossetti kind of on the edge, doing a good job of cutting his motion off. He's getting inside control now, wrestling the hands. A couple of fakes by Swisher here. You can see the guys settling into the match a little bit more.
Swisher went 3-2 last weekend. This Penn program was up in northern Iowa. It's ranked number 16 in the coaches poll entering the weekend. Swisher with an ankle.
And on a low single here, and he's going to get his points. Quick and easy finish for Swisher here. We'll see if Rossetti can get his 1 point on the edge. Good mat return. We've seen a lot of really good mat returns by the Penn guys thus far.
Seems like one takedown and then a lot of control here early. 3+ periods of action.
Good forward pressure here by Swisher, keeping him flattened out. Rossetti looking to roll those wrists out and hopefully regain his base. Working back up to his base as Rossetti quickly gets brought back down. Looking for another attempt. These guys are out on the edge right now.
Now, Swisher's been going back and forth at the wrists of Rossetti, and Rossetti's going to get up, get an escape point. 46 seconds of riding time. Swisher right back to a single.
Quick cut and then quick shot right back in. He's going to cut him again, and he's looking for that cradle. Looked like he was going to cut him for a second, but just wanted him to build back up so he could pull to his cradle. Now he's flattening Rossetti back out. Good thigh pry there, rolling in that wrist, and he's looking for his pinning combinations here.
Looks like he's going right arm to right leg, or is he for the cradle?
He's looking for that ball and chain pin right there, reaching between the legs. He's bringing that arm further and further down Rossetti's body. He's got it pretty locked up there. Good forward pressure and bringing it over to a tilt. Rossetti moving on the bottom, trying to get out.
Rossetti did a nice job breaking the grip right at the end, but Swisher going to come away with an early lead after one. So our scoreboard says 9-1 in favor of Swisher, 1:29 of riding time, and then you mentioned that one sequence, Rossetti quickly up, Swisher quickly to the attack.
Yeah, it seems that Swisher's become really comfortable with his attacks here. He knows he can score pretty fast on his offense. We've seen a couple of shots from distance, one from pretty close ties on the edge, and so we'll see what Rossetti can do on top here, trying to open up that riding time in his favor. And Swisher doing a good job of cutting away, had hand control, tries to kick him through, and gets his 1 point escape. Now we're back into what Swisher seems to be dominating in right now. Their neutral positions, back in on some ties. We'll see if Rossetti can get his offense going, but Swisher doing a good job of keeping him up on the edge.
Swisher trying to break down Rossetti. In the neck, he's got control. Maybe trying to spin around real quick to earn some points. Just does not have a good grip on Rossetti just yet. Here to build back up.
Yeah, Swisher looking to capitalize on that front headlock position. And now he's got him behind, looking for a mat return here. Rossetti kind of looking for the edge, and he gets his 3 points on the edge. Looking to run him right back down and flatten him out. Potentially get some back points here.
Easy work thus far for Jude Swisher, up 12-2. Our scoreboard reads here in the gymnasium.
And that riding time is getting continue to rise. We're at a minute and 38, minute 40 now. About 40 seconds left on the clock here. And that start on top for Rossetti didn't do much to dwindle down that lead. We'll see what kind of adjustments he comes back with.
So in terms of shots, it's basically been all Penn here to start through a match plus. What are you seeing from the Penn guys? Obviously, they're right to the attack. They're seeing openings well. Is that just a confidence thing, or they've done their work and have figured it out?
I think a little bit of both. The initial couple of shots that we've seen from these guys have happened about 30, 40 seconds in after, the match has started, and so they're figuring out their distance and kind of getting to their ties. Swisher particularly has been in on a couple of different shots. He was in on a low single, and then he went back in on a quick kind of dive to a head inside single, and then the last one was a front headlock position. And so I think, that confidence from your first shot really helps you in the next couple of ones to happen. I think they've also really found that they can shoot from distance and from close. So I think adjustments for Columbia guys, it's going to come down to, are we able to use our ties effectively and shut these Penn guys down in the next couple of matches in order to minimize the damage or even win some points here. They're starting in neutral here. Third period, 3 minutes on the clock.
Should be 2 minutes for the start of the third. Speaking of 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 21 seconds of riding time for Jude Swisher. So he's got that point on lock. Our scoreboard reads 13-1.
He's looking for that tech here. If he gets up to 15 points over his opponent, that is a tech.
A lot of hand fighting to start this third period.
Good inside control by Swisher here. Driving Rossetti down to the edge of the mat. Rossetti looking for an underhook for a second, and then Swisher in on a high crotch for just a tad. Seems like he's gotten better gauge of how to keep him off of his legs. We'll see if Rossetti can get to his offense here. Pulling on the head pretty strong, pulls on the head again.
Swisher trying to break the inside position of Rossetti, and does. Minute 15 to go.
Rossetti's still on the edge here, looking to potentially circle back in. Swisher doing a good job of keeping forward pressure on him and kind of cutting him off at the angles. Rossetti circles back in pretty quickly. Another fake by Swisher and another shot attempt. Front headlock positions here. They come back up.
Rossetti's defended Swisher well here in the third. But it's been on the outside.
Shot attempt by Rossetti, and then quickly falls down into front headlock position on the edge. They come back up. We're seeing Rossetti be a little bit more offensive here in the third, which is good. Swisher pulls on a leg for a second. He's going to get those 3 points, and that's going to lock it up for him.
3 and out, and that's it. Jude Swisher. It was all him and that at 157. Penn off to a good start. Final 14-1 at 157. We'll hit break. 2 matches in here at Levy and Gymnasium.